Hi, my name is Dale Turner, and I teach a variety of acoustic and electric rhythm guitar styles here at Hollywood's Musicians Institute. And that passage you just heard me two-handing my way through is an example inspired by some of the techniques Michael Hedges popularized in the early 80s all the way up until his untimely passing in 1997. In the early 80s, with his Windham Hill recordings, when Michael Hedges first became known to the mainstream guitar audience, he pretty much reinvented the way acoustic guitar was approached with his unorthodox tunings, some chordal tapping and other two-handed style techniques, slapped harmonics, some percussive plucking hand finger techniques, and awkward-looking strange harp guitars and other sorts of instruments. What we're going to do today is just work on some of the techniques Hedges was known for and see if you can assimilate some of these into your own playing by actually keeping all these examples in standard tuning in contrast to the types of tunings Hedges typically used like dadgad and others. This first example, we're going to just do hammer-ons and pull-offs to the open first and third strings, first sounding them by actually flicking the strings with our index and middle fingers like this. What we're going to do with this first figure is just sound constant 16th notes with the pressure of our fret hand like this. I'll count you in. 1 and 2. You want to make sure as you're doing something like that it doesn't end up being something like. Really strive for evenness with the timing of both of your fingers as they snap downward to create the pull-off. Okay, here's that same example at regular speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what we're going to do now is tackle the low register string part that I was playing earlier, and eventually we'll combine both figure 1 and figure 2 for, so you have the top register and low register happening simultaneously. This next figure actually is going to involve a tapped harmonic, which a lot of us know how to play a natural harmonic, just plucked conventionally, touching 12 frets higher. Some other people might know about plucked harmonics, where you touch here and then pluck behind it with the thumb. Here we're going to sound the 6th string by spanking it with the fingertip of your index finger, or even possibly with the side of your thumb. Position your plucking hand over about the 9th, 12th fret, because a lot of the activity is going to take place with a tap as well with your index finger to hold down the bass note at the 7th fret, which you'll also pull off to the open 6th string, and then again get the tapped harmonic in there. I'll put all those approaches together in the next example at a slow tempo. 3, 4. Here it is at regular speed. 3, 4. All right, this next part is going to expand upon our fret hand only hammer-on pull-off and sounding of the strings purely with a flick of these fingers. We're going to add an ascending line with hammer-ons and pull-offs along the G string, which when we put all this together will also coincide with a bass note that's held down with the index finger. But for starters, here's the figure by itself without any bass notes in slow motion. 3, 4. And again, a thing you will find challenging is even when you work your way all the way up to the 9th fret here, you still need to use these two fingers to sound these strings again to repeat the example. Here it is again at regular speed. 3, 4.